from a galaxy far, far away.
And a bookshelf straight out of the 90s.
From Thrawn to Dantooine
And everything in between. This is Legends Lookback.
It is time for the show, and I know, hey, it's confusing that it's not a Thursday. In fact, hopefully we still look the same, even though it is Tuesday. However, we're very excited to get back in the swing of things. We had a big, busy summer, major life changes. We're only down one host, but we are here ready to do some Legends Look Back. The good news about covering content that's outdated and irrelevant is there's never a bad time to talk about it. But also, it's not super urgent that we have to talk about this stuff exactly when it comes out because, the most recent book was published almost 10 years ago. Nevertheless, we do have some other big pop culture news that we've not had a chance to catch up on, everybody. I mean, some big stuff for fans of us who like our 90s nostalgia. Did y'all see that there is a Good Burger 2 in the works? Starring Keenan and Kel?
I will say that they definitely took my order when it came to number 2. Well, that sounded weird.
That's number 2. That's weird, buddy. I can tell you this. I need to start stocking up on orange soda for the premiere.
Right.
Just need to carry in one of those hiking backpacks full of orange soda to the premiere. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's going to come out on streaming, so I could just have the orange soda in my house. Freddie, do you love orange soda?
Oh, do I love my orange soda. Fun fact, I actually met, who is it, Kel? I met Kel at Universal Studios, and I asked him, I was like,
you did.
I asked him, orange soda, yay or nay? He goes, I actually prefer grape.
Oh, man.
True story.
That doesn't surprise me.
So.
I bet you that every time he goes through the drive-thru, the person serving him is like, "Don't worry, I know you ordered Coke, but I gave you orange soda." How much orange soda do you think that man has had to drink in his life?
Too much.
He did say that he gets a lot of free burgers, so I can't complain about that. How about you, Freddie? How's your summer been, buddy?
It's been busy. It's been a busy summer. I think we can all attest to. No break in real life, but it's been fun to see all of this 90s nostalgia. Not just 90s. I feel like aughts. There's just a lot of nostalgia generally happening right now, and it seems like we don't have a lot going on. But every time I look in the news, something's happening. So, yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to see Three Doors Down in concert in a couple weeks, so there's some early aughts nostalgia for you. Rick, how about you? What you been up to, buddy?
Man, I've been trying to survive summer and busyness. I'm glad that it's not summer anymore. And, we're here. I just, speaking of nostalgia and 90s, I just saw the new-ish Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and that was cool. And
Cowabunga, dude.
That's right. And, I mean, they totally use, the modern hip lingo. And, I mean, it's my job, so I know it. But it felt like I was clearly not the demographic anymore. And that kind of bummed me a little bit.
That was definitely my impression of the movie, is that, the teenagers sound like teenagers.
Yeah.
Which the Ninja Turtles have sounded like 30-year-olds for 30 years.
Right?
So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't seen it yet. Freddie, I did see. I almost sent this to you. I need to send you the link. That online shop, Roosevelt. Is that what it's called?
Oh, Roosevelt. Yeah. Good place.
They've got some really rad Ninja Turtles short sleeve button ups that you could totally rock. They're out of my price range, but I'm pretty sure they're in yours. So
we'll see.
I'll have to send you the link. It's awesome. Well, glad to have all of you here. We've got so much fun stuff to catch up on. And even though I joked about it at the top of the show, there is some Legends news that we've got to cover. You would not believe the number of Revans that Lucasfilm has made this summer. And so we got to talk about every single Revan. You get a Revan, you get a Revan, you get a Revan. So without further ado, Rick, let's give these people some Revans. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Legends Look Back, proudly part of the Utini Podcast Network. This is a Star Wars books podcast for people who are back, like Eminem, dressed in a superhero costume, where we celebrate our rich EU history, as well as dive into lesser-known Star Wars classics. I'm your host, Jared Mays, and I'm joined tonight by the wonderful, the outstanding, the very busy Freddie C.
I had to get all these cobwebs out of the studio. Dust everywhere. Looked like the Jumanji house after 20 years, Leaves.
For our
dust.
audio listeners, Freddie just spat out a spider.
The giant one, too. The one that Ralph McQuarrie drew up. That.
Oh, I love that one. The Dagobah spiders.
There you go.
The tree spiders.
There you go.
You know who doesn't look anything like a tree spider? Our wonderful producer, Rick Race.
I was trying to figure out how to make myself look like a tree spider on short notice, but got nothing. And I, too, had some cobwebs, man. Like, literally picking off cobwebs from my microphone and dust. Like, it's sad. I missed everybody. It's good to be back.
Missed you, too. I came up here in the studio a few days ago to reorganize the collection because I had some new Star Wars books that have come in the mail this summer that I've just piled on the stairs. And so I finally carried them up here, got them up on the shelves. My Canon bookshelf is almost full, which is pretty cool.
Hey.
It's been almost 10 years of Canon publication. I got a couple of new Canon books recently. I also, however, got a couple of Legends books. So, guys, without further ado, let's get into the segment. Wait, hold on. We have another. Yeah, hey, Emily. Go ahead and introduce Emily. Hey, there she is. Emily, how are you? Oh,
You know what?
hold on.
Oh, there.
Emily's not with us tonight. We have some images of Emily, still frames. We're hoping she can join us from across the pond on about a monthly basis for the next year or so. But big life change Emily's had. Emily, we miss you, and also hope you're doing well.
Absolutely. Hey, Rick, you know what we're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to cut the mouth, make her talk like one of the.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
No, do not make an abomination out of her like that.
It's like,
She deserves better.
listen, Lucasfilm has decided to reanimate dead people. And so we decided that we're going to reanimate on a Utini budget
We have
former
not.
members.
We've not decided that. We are going to, however, show off our collections. So, guys, surely with 2.5 months here of being, without the live shows, we've got some stuff to show off. I got a couple Canon books recently. Got the Rise of the Red Blade. Not going to show that off. That's Canon. I did, however, just a couple days ago, get a couple of Essential Legends collections in the mail. These were from the last wave. New wave comes out today. We'll talk about it in a minute.
I think you said
I got
mail.
Yoda Dark Rendezvous.
Yes.
Yoda Dark Rendezvous. And I'm buffering. Can we hear me? See if
Yoda
my
Dark Rendezvous, huh,
phone
Jared?
is-
Yeah.
yeah.
Some
Looks
good
like,
books there.
Looks like Jared has the Emily treatment right now. Looks like we
Yep.
faked this whole thing. It's just me and Rick now.
Look who's going to be animated now.
Hold on, let's see. We can blink his eyes. We can open and shut his mouth. We might need to use another. Maybe Skooma Joe in the chat can control his ears. In
Yeah.
different directions.
We'll get some puppeteers. What do you have to show
Absolutely.
off, Freddie? Anything good?
I don't. I did find a couple of things that I thought I lost a long time ago, and they were sitting in a backpack. Just in a backpack. You carry a backpack around. You kind of stuff stuff in there. Pokemon Shield.
Ooh, nice. Is that
And-
unopened?
Yes, this one's unopened. Exactly. And this other one, which is definitely from Spain, Pokemon Espada,
Hey.
which is also sword. Cool little collection item there. As for Star Wars items, unfortunately, the HasLab has taken most of my fundage for this this quarter, I suppose, this year. It was
Sure.
pretty pricey, but that Ghost, have you seen the Ghost on HasLab,
Oh, man.
the Rebels ship?
Yeah.
So they're basically making I don't know what the scale is. Basically, if you have the what is it, 1.25 inch? Is that what it is? 1.25 inch figurine, 3/4 inch, 3/4
Okay.
inch, something like that. Anyway,
All right.
if you have that figurine, it's to scale,
Oh, man.
which
that's,
is
whew,
you
it's
know
a big ship.
it's a big ship, and it's not just stickers on things. It's fully built out. A very expensive Hasbro model, but waiting for that. And you know what? The backers, we've hit it. We're there.
Nice.
So
all those are...
unfortunately, my money's gone too.
Yeah. They actually follow through and they take the money. That's how that works.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Is this another ship episode, Rick?
We can't. Jared's not going to show up for it then. I think we're going to let the ships go.
Okay.
But, yeah, I'm trying to think what I've gotten since we've talked last. I think I've reorganized some things and I've got more to unpack still. Like, no joke, the last show, I know for a fact I showed off some stuff, but I still haven't put on my shelf yet. It's sitting in the same box that I got it with.
Okay.
But I guess I'll show... man, I was really hoping Jared would show his Rise of the Red Blade, so I could do a classic Rick move and one-up him with a convention-exclusive version of Rise of the Red Blade. But that's okay. Maybe he has this one too. I don't know. But man, I love this cover art. Did you see this one?
I did. It's beautiful art. I would love a painting of that.
Oh yeah,
sitting on my wall. And just FYI, Jedi Casey Murphy, 3 3/4 inch. For those.
Oh,
who
okay.
Are, yeah. But that's a beautiful cover, Rick. Where did you get that?
I got it on eBay, but it's
Okay.
it was the San Diego convention exclusive, I think.
Oh, Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice cover. It's not Legends, unfortunately. It's not gonna make
Right.
the cut in here, but
No. It'll get a spot in the background probably.
Have you kept up with a lot of the canon?
I'm very behind. I've been trying to catch up on High Republic and all that, but
Hold on, I think Jared's calling in. Let's see if we can patch him in. I think the probe droids picked him up. Oh, there it is. Bringing the signal in.
wait for it.
And
It says everyone can see and hear
maybe
me.
not.
Is it true?
Maybe the probe droid just blew his head off.
Wow, I don't know that now. Wow, I don't know that now. We'll keep trying them.
Yeah.
I have been preparing for what we've got coming later on in this semester, or the what's it called? The season, the quarter, whatever. Later on for the show, and so I've been catching up on some Legends. I reread the Thrawn trilogy for the first time, like my first reread, and so it's been like 7 or 8 years since I read it for the first time, and so. That was incredible, getting a second read-through of those books. And, man, reading them as a parent, it hits different. And so, man, that was really cool. And then I am reading everybody's favorite book, I, Jedi, right now.
Oh.
And so, I don't hate first person like I thought I would. In case you don't know, that book is written in first-person perspective. And isn't it like the only Legends book written first person?
So. It's one of the only books mostly written in first person. It's an unusual take because usually we get the third. I think it's third person point of view, where we understand Luke's thoughts, but it's not him saying it, right? It's like Luke feels this way. It's not I, Jedi, I the Jedi, right? I think we've got him in.
Yeah,
there it is.
There he is.
That was such a Twilight Zone thing where I could see and hear you, and it looked to me like you could see and hear me, but you couldn't see and hear me, and I was like, I feel like Exar Kun must have felt for 4,000 years there.
But yeah,
something like
on to starting stuff, Rick. I'm starting Vector Prime. I'm about done with Vector Prime right now. So, hey, new Jedi Order, I'm hitting it.
There you go.
Did you say Ardor?
New Jedi Order. It's
Ardor.
the Canadian.
Is that how you say that?
It's like
Ardor. Arizona.
Canadian version.
Did you guys get through your collections?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
I
your
had
turn.
was to show off my better version of the book you were going to talk about.
Oh, and I found
Well,
I found this Pokemon Espada.
I saw that. I saw
Okay,
that.
good.
That's great. Pokemon España. There you go. All right. Rick, here's the difference between you and me, though.
Uh-oh.
While you bought the nicer version of the book, and I'll give you that. Congratulations. Here's your round of applause.
Thank you.
Nobody else will ever give you one.
I missed
but
that.
here's one.
I missed it.
I've at least read the book. There's a difference between the two of
Yeah,
us.
you're not wrong.
It's aggressively mid, in my opinion.
I was curious, man. Like, it sounds really interesting. So we'll see how it goes.
But I was in the minority on the team. I was the only person on the team that didn't like it. So,
Yeah.
that's me. Old crusty Legends guy. You know what I do love, though? Is Yoda Dark Rendezvous. Now, there's a heck of a book. It's also really thin. Makes it look really, really short. Glad to finally get this to add to the Essential Legends collection. I was current until today, and now I'm behind again on my Essential Legends collection. I got Dawn of the Jedi, Into the Void.
Nice.
And I got one more thing that was a little bit more expensive than both of those things.
Ooh.
Put together times 10. I bought. Round of applause, drum roll, please. Ready?
Oh, you got it!
Knights of the Old Republic Master Edition
Oh man, you got it.
came in the mail.
Man.
You got it.
and it's full of junk. Here's what I've got.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment.
Got the video game case. It's like pristine, like the Xbox case is what it looks like. Here's the cool thing. Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
Is Emily giving me a round of applause?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the right. I'm new to this. Hi guys, I'm Rick. I'm the producer here. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, Emily's back from the grave. Okay, she's not dead. She's alive, very much alive. I don't know why I said the grave. Yeah. All right. It came with a book. That's the cool thing. Is an exclusive book. It's the game guide, I think. Yeah. It's like the guide, but it's hardback, which is cool.
That is cool.
So a $200 Star Wars book. This is fun, Freddie. Next time I come to visit, we're gonna play some Pazak.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I got a Pazak deck. I forgot how to play, so I have to brush up on.
You know, I'm willing to bet that opening that deck sounds a lot like thumping. That's just a guess, but
Rick was telling me that I was thumping on my microphone before the show, and I was like, trying to open my deck of cards. It came with a couple of. Now these are cool. I've always wanted a Revan lightsaber.
Oh, I wanted this so bad.
The Hasbro Black Series lightsaber is out of my price range. But you know what? I got a next best thing.
I'm excited.
These tiny lightsabers.
Oh. Those are that's what you use to cut your bread, you know, in the Star Wars world. Cut your bread with it. Maybe you want to take off a little bit of it's like a paring knife, you know, it's like a paring knife.
I actually think that they called the vibro blade that came in this kit, I think they called it a letter opener.
They did. That's
It's
it?
pretty cool. Yeah.
That is awesome.
that is pretty
That's
cool.
the one I wanted the most. Out of all that whole kit, that's the one I wanted.
Well, I'm probably going to put it back in this plastic and never open it again. So that's the most use I'm going to get out
What
of
is
it.
wrong with us, man? Why do we do that? We buy all this stuff
And-
just to keep it in the box.
I don't want
then
anyone to
finally-
see this.
This one is also full of stuff. I'm not about to open it as well.
Oh,
But anyway, it's pretty
boy.
cool.
Wow.
I unfortunately did not order KOTOR 2 from Limited Run, so I'm just going to have to be happy with this. But very fun, very excited. My Revan shelf is about to expand tremendously, however, because, guys, they went wild while we were not on the air.
It's true.
Producing Revan merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
Rick, tell the good folks about all the Revans that are coming our way.
So many Revans. So what's the deal about the Revan Hallmark ornament?
Hallmark.
Hallmark. It's from Boston.
Mac. That's how they say it up where I used to live. Yeah, at the Hallmark ornament, they've got these Star Wars keepsake ornaments. And I collect these. I get one new one every year for the Star Wars tree. This year it's going to be Revan for sure, unless Malik has anything to say about it, if you know what I mean. But this year's Christmas ornament, the Hallmark Star Wars ornament, we got some Legends love
Nice.
with Revan.
Yeah. So we got the Hallmark ornament coming out. There's also a Gentle Giant Revan for the not so giant price of $80.
No, the Gentle Giant, I think, is more than $80.
Oh, okay.
I put the $80 price tag on the wrong line. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this thing's like $200, $300.
Yikes. Man. But yeah, I've heard of some other good stuff that's coming. Let's see.
Do we have images of these, Rick?
Oh, that's probably smart. We do.
Yeah, I mean, the folks, how else are they going to know what Revan looks like? Yeah, look at that. Look at that
Oh,
beautiful,
so
yeah.
awesome.
That is
gentle giant Revan.
Oh, yeah, it's probably
Freddie, you're
300.
kind
at
of
least.
like one of the swankier collectors among us. Do you have any gentle giant figures?
I have a few Gentle Giant figures. It's I think just a couple of stormtroopers, Boba Fett, and I have that. What is it? That's Sideshow. The Sideshow Mythos
Oh,
Kenobi.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
The Thrawn bust, is that Sideshow or Gentle Giant?
That sounds like Sideshow, but
Okay.
it could be either one.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're similar.
Yeah.
They're similar. Well, yeah, there's a lot of Revans, and so we got the Hallmark ornament, we got the gentle giant, and on top of all that, there's more Revans.
There is more.
What's that Kylo Ren meme where he says more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, we'll take
I
it.
only know the sequel trilogy through memes. I've not actually seen the films, only the memes. Not true. Rick, look at this thing. We got a Revan vintage collection Hasbro Kenner action figure. Look at this thing.
And that's coming soon. That one's coming in February, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That one comes out in February, but there's a Thrawn, a Thrawn vintage collection figure that's coming out, I think November. One of these is November. There's a lot of stuff that we've got to announce tonight.
Man.
And I probably am going to mess up some of these dates. But here's my only problem with this. I wish that it had an Heir to the Empire card back.
Yeah.
Instead, it's got the Star Wars Rebels card back. Therefore,
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it. Nothing against Rebels,
That's
but
fair.
you can't buy everything.
Oh, there's the Hallmark ornament. I didn't realize what that was. Sweet.
That's the
It looks
Hallmark.
like he's doing the 90s WWE gesture.
Yeah.
With his lightsabers.
2 words. That's all.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Uh,
That's the way you really could tell off your friend in an argument in 1998.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that much. That's how you get the last word. One of those.
oh boy.
Okay. So we've got Thrawn. We've got Revan. We'll talk more about Thrawn in a little while. Freddie, what else we have to talk about here?
Yeah.
A lot of releases,
This-
a lot of new announcements.
This is cool. I honestly did not expect some of these to come out as an ELC as soon as they are, but I am proud of that. So I feel like they're definitely sticking to a few authors that are in the good graces, if you will. But we've got a few new ELCs dropped today. Was it today?
Today.
August
August
15th.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Freddie. August 15th. These came out today.
Yeah. And there
Are those them? Yes,
4
those
books.
are them.
4 books. And not some of them these not expected, but I'm very glad for a couple of them. All right, ready? Outbound Flight. Bingo, bango. Kind of surprised
Love it.
about that.
Perfect.
This cover way
book.
better. Way
Oh
better.
yeah.
Survivor's Quest, which in my opinion, you put those 2 books together, they look beautiful side by side.
There's a lot of debate in the fandom about which one you should read first between the two of
All
those.
of them at the same time. That's what you should do.
One chapter apiece, back and forth.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
man.
you go.
One eye on one page, one eye on the
That
other.
would be like that middle Thrawn book in the new canon Thrawn trilogy that changes times all the time. You know.
Oh,
Thrawn Alliances.
oh man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Number 1 New York Times bestseller, Thrawn Alliances.
Hey, Timothy Zahn's he knows his stuff. He does a good job.
He does. And then, next on the list here, we've got The Old Republic Fatal Alliance. I like this book. I had the audiobook. I was definitely listening to it a little speedy, so I'd like to go through it again a little slow. But it's definitely what you think it is. It's an alliance between two ideologies that are not really allied. Sorry.
This new cover, the Essential Legends Collection cover for Fatal Alliance, the red and green,
Yeah.
it makes it look like it's a Sith Lord Christmas.
Sith.
That's
Have a Sithy Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Have yourselves a very Sithy Christmas.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
Fatal Alliance could be the subtitle for Jared's relationship to his computer.
Yeah, it's about to get booted out the window. My neighbor's going to be like, it's raining Apple products.
And last but not least, out of these 4 new ELC drops, Republic Commando 000. Glad to see that one. I think that's fantastic.
Hold on. Isn't 000 the murderous droid from the comic
Oh
books?
yeah.
It is 000
They're
and
totally separate and apart.
what's the other one? 000 and the R2
Nah,
unit,
it's
right?
canon. BT-24.
Okay.
Beat you up, boo.
Yeah. He's like always got a rocket launcher
Yeah,
on his back
Yeah.
and like a sombrero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a different droid. Anyway, great books. I love that in Star Wars, everything always has the same name.
Yeah.
There's The Last Jedi, the movie, The Last Jedi, the Legends book. There's also The Last of the Jedi, which is totally different.
Right. Yep.
So those are the new ELCs. However,
Question.
there are
real
also,
quick.
yeah.
Just looking at these covers, they're very, very bold.
Yeah.
And you know how we like to poke fun at the 90s or later 2000s Legends covers. What do you think 20, 30 years from now they're going to say about these ELCs? Are these going to be treasured pieces of art, or are they going to be like, what the heck were they thinking?
man, you can tell that AI didn't do this.
That's probably
That's what they're gonna
accurate.
say.
Probably accurate.
They're going to say, who reads physical books anymore?
Oh, gosh. The kids these days.
However, there's already been a lot of outcry from the fans about how there's not unabridged audiobooks for these. You see a post like Del Rey, Random House Worlds, whatever they're called. They post the post of this. This is their image from Instagram. All the comments, every single one is, give us the audiobooks!
Yes.
That's right.
And now we do have an inside source. Inside source, the word on the street on the audiobooks is this. Yeah, give me the one. Here we go. The inside source, our inside man, says that they know that we want the audiobooks. And there's a reason why we have not had them recently. But we don't know the reason. We're not allowed to know, but one day we'll be allowed to know. But we don't know the reason yet. But there is a reason, and they know, and we might get them again at some point. But we don't know when, and they won't tell us when.
Here's the reason.
That's
Hi,
a scoop.
executive at Disney, would love to stretch the dollar of this Legends thing just a little bit longer. So let's hold off on the audiobooks and just publish them out and get that thirst for it. And then before you know it, 20 years from now, we'll publish them.
I think that, you're right in the sense that there's probably a logistical reason that's business or financial. And unfortunately for us as fans, we don't think of it that way.
Yeah.
As fans are just like, you gave us a thing, give us a thing.
Yeah.
Don't take away the thing.
Well, and for us,
and it's hard to think outside of that.
it's true, right? As fans, we want this in our lifetime before we pass away. I think that's our thing, right? Whereas the company,
Like Emily didn't do.
100
She
years.
did not pass away, even though I said that. She's not.
She's alive.
She's living a great life in Ireland or somewhere.
And
Scotland, I forget.
if she is alive or not alive, her Force Ghost would definitely haunt us.
No, she's alive. She's alive
she
for
is
sure. I
alive.
didn't mean to say
Yes.
she's for sure alive. If anybody's seen Emily, let us know, please. Wanted. Reward. We need to make some Lost
Boba
Cat
Fett is
posters.
looking-
So, that's the scoop on the audiobooks. However, we do have some more Essential Legends Collection covers that I don't think we've discussed yet. These were just officially revealed, though they'd already kind of been out there on the internet for a while. It's baffling to me, the promotion, the marketing strategy behind these, but let's talk about them nonetheless. These four are Old Republic, Annihilation,
Annihilation.
The Courtship of
Old
Princess
Republic
Leia,
Annihilation. Good one.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go. Old Republic Annihilation, The Courtship of Princess Leia, Republic Commando True Colors, and UTN favorite, You Jedi.
We Jedi.
You Jedi. You the Jedi, Rick.
Yep.
I Batman. I Jedi. I like the I Jedi cover the most out of these four, though I like the True Colors a lot. The I Jedi, I'm pretty sure that Del Rey took my idea. Y'all remember my idea? There's a scene, Rick, I know you're reading this book right now. There's a scene toward the end where Corin Horn looks down over the city of Coronet or something like that, Corellia. And he's like dressed as Jedi Batman, his green Jedi robes. And he's like on like the gargoyle pose, the Batman gargoyle pose, you know what I'm talking about? And he's like vigilante in the night, about to go and free his wife. And he's overseeing the city. This has kind of got that vibe, you know? It's kind of like got that Batman gargoyle pose thing going on.
Yep.
That was my idea. I'll take my royalties any minute now.
Yeah.
Speaking of our ideas, Emily did a cosplay of this cover before we knew this was going to be the cover. Y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this thing. This predated the ELC cover from Del Rey.
We royalties. Where's our check?
We called it.
Like,
Where
look,
is
they
that?
almost
That's right.
almost even match the colors in the background. You know?
It's uncanny. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's one of our biggest claims to fame, other than that time that Emily announced she was pregnant live on the show and surprised all of us. That was also great.
It's cool. It's cool. And I don't absolutely love the art for this one.
We need to change the cover.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Jared?
Emily did it better. I'm just going to say
Yeah.
it. Emily did it better.
Right?
If we were to change, okay, I Jedi, changing the cover, what would you do?
It needs more medallions, that's for sure.
Well, okay.
Like,
Medallions?
superimposed medallion over the whole thing.
Hey, you know that the image of Captain America punching Hitler in the face?
Oh, okay.
Not sure I see the connection, but yeah.
I want one of Corin Horn kicking Exar Kun's Force Ghost in the face.
Ooh.
Oh.
With a bunch of otters.
Yeah, Corin Just like in the Burt Reynolds pose, surrounded by Salonians.
Man. All right, so yeah, I am reading this one right now, and within the first 5 chapters, we get like intimate first person details on his love life, and it was just like, I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to hear this, and that was definitely not cover worthy. I'd say that. How about that?
Yeah, it's a book. It's a book.
It's a book.
It's not my favorite Legends book. However, a lot of people really love it, and I don't want to besmirch their opinion, though they're wrong. They're welcome to like the book. It's just not my favorite. It's definitely, however, legend has it, CEO of UTN, Dr. Corey Holton's favorite Star Wars book.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yep,
Fact.
undeniable.
Legend has it that he owns hundreds of copies.
Yeah, probably has a corn horn tattoo by now.
If not, we should give him one.
That could be arranged. Give me a picture of his arm, and I will Photoshop that all day long.
Let's do it. Let's do
Challenge
it. Well,
accepted.
speaking of things that we might get tattooed on ourselves, there's some Dark Empire merch,
Oh,
ish, kind of adjacent. Show the good folks, Rick, the Cam Kennedy Boba Fett action figure.
okay.
This is a part of the Vintage Collection Boba Fett comic book series. There's 2. There's one from the Marvel Comics, and there's one here, which Cam Kennedy loves to draw Boba Fett. He just loves Boba Fett. This one is kind of got the washed out watercolor color scheme going on. Man, if there's one thing that Lucasfilm has figured out, it's that Boba Fett sells. And if you just slap a different color scheme on there, it'll probably sell.
Yeah.
And in fact, our buddy Skooma Joe sent us the eBay listing for of a Cam Kennedy signed Boba Fett, which I'm going to be honest, I'm tempted by.
No, man. Man. So,
So, Hot Dog Boba Fett got his own action figure, in other words.
Yeah.
That's the headline.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be on the thumbnail on YouTube. Hot Dog Boba Fett action figure.
I think we
What
can
you mentioned Dark Empire briefly, Jared there, and man, I'll have to find it. But there's somebody on one of the Star Wars Facebook groups that posted his collection of Dark Empire stuff recently. Oh, it was chef's kiss, man. It was so good. So I wanted to send it to you, but I
Oh, yeah.
don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing to show it to you.
I'd love to see it. I'm not, actively collecting at the moment, though I could be activated.
That's right.
So.
It was.
You never know.
That's actually something talking about stuff that we bought over the break and over the summer. I think part of the reason I haven't bought much is because I haven't had you enablers to be around. And,
Yeah.
hey, I actually got out of debt, like a pinch, so, moved the right way.
Nice.
And now that we're back together, it's going to be like, I must buy more.
You know, I've
Well, yeah,
been trying
well,
to
you
find
can-
it. It's like a I've been trying to find the Order 66 for Jared. What is it to trigger
yeah.
trigger his
Programming?
collecting?
Yeah.
He's programming. I'll say Jackson, and it didn't work, so I had to trying to find it.
I've actually started making a Dark Empire shrine in my house. I've got an entire shelf that's different Dark Empire themed things that I've got. I even have this Dark Empire coaster.
Oh,
Do you have these yet?
Oh no, that's cool.
I showed you these before, right?
They're- Well, yeah, I forgot about them though. They're what are they? Playing cards?
No,
Metallic
they're
cards?
metal cards, yeah. And there's I think 5 of them.
Metal cards are the most '90s thing ever.
6 of them. There's one for each issue. Dark Empire 1, and they've got some
Oh, cool.
cell art in there.
Oh yeah, I'd love to find those. I'm hoping I can pick up some collectible things at perfect segue here. Legends Con. Legends Con is a convention for Legends fans by Legends fans in this universe, actually. In this year, in this economy, 2023. In Burbank, California, coming up September 8th and 9th, we're going to have all kinds of legendary authors and illustrators. Matthew Stover, Brandy Stradley, Barbara Hambley, Sean Stewart, Abel Pena. This is a lot of names to say. Karina Becco. I mean, wow. Looks great.
Yeah.
Freddie is on the fence on whether or not he can make it, but we've got media badges, and we're hoping to be there, and would love for any of our listeners to join us there. And if y'all wanna hang out with us, wait in line with us, we can get some interviews with you. Any of our fans that want to go, send us a DM over in the Legends Look Back Discord, and we'd love to hang out. September 8th and 9th. I'm trying to talk Rick into going. So let's see if we can reel him in.
If you pay my way and convince my wife, that's the
Everybody
kicker.
DM Dr. Corey Helton that Rick needs a paid trip to
That's right.
Burbank,
To
California.
Burbank,
That's
city, the real Hollywood,
The
Burbank is?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Rick, if you go, we could hike up to the Hollywood sign and get our picture in the O. That'd be
You
fun.
could
Can
do
you
the
just
Calvin-
drive though?
The Calvin thing, right off the edge of the H.
Oh yeah. So many options. I've never been.
All right.
I've never been to California, so I need to go.
Yeah, looks like September 8th and 9th would be a good time to go. So grab your tickets, get in that hotel block. We could play some Pazak
Yeah.
cards. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks going to be a fun time. So one more announcement here in terms of news, and then we'll move on into our little game we're going to play before we wrap it up tonight, and that is this. I've got visual aids. How beautiful are these books?
They're beautiful.
Ooh, wow.
What are we looking at, Freddie? Tell the good folks what I've got here.
Okay, so we've got Kenobi, right? We've got Kenobi.
Yeah, it's Kenobi and the Approaching Storm.
Okay.
Tales
Oh,
of
it's two.
Kenobi.
Okay, it's two books. Tales of Kenobi is what it says on the front there, and they are the leather-bound.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, they are the leather-bound books from. Are these Barnes and Noble? I think they're Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, the Barnes and Noble
and
collectible editions. Something like
yeah, and inside of it, I'm not sure if that's Ralph McQuarrie, but it.
Oh, yeah,
it
you
is.
know
Yeah, it is all of the. Oh my goodness.
It's even got one of these Bible bookmarks.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does, and it has some beautiful.
And you can tell the book is happy to see us because it's wagging its tail.
Yes, exactly. It's glad to be on Legends Look Back. Beautiful cover. I think one of them. Are they both silver tipped pages?
Well, I just threw them over there for Freddie. So,
Okay. Well, we
a little
can't
too
see them
late to
anymore.
ask.
They're on fire, but they are beautiful books. Fantastic, honestly. I need to get some of
And
those.
they are on sale if you're looking to get your own over on BarnesandNoble.com. I just sleuthed this out today on accident. That there is a buy one get one half off sale on the Barnes and
wow.
Noble leather-bound collectible editions. So
Nice.
Wow.
grab your books.
Buy one get one
Hop on over
50 off.
Yeah.
Kenobi.
Do they still have any of what is the Han Solo trilogy? Are they in stock?
Not online.
Okay.
But you're welcome to check your local stores.
Okay.
The discount applies to the stores, and if they still have any in stock,
for
you
it.
can check. I think you can type in your zip code on the website
Oh, okay.
and find out.
Cool.
Yeah, man, I love those. They're beautiful.
I've got a little
All
shrine
right, guys.
for all of those. I've got the
Oh yeah, I see them back there. Beautiful.
the 4 of the Star Wars trilogy, all the same book. That's probably the
Those
only
are
book
really
that I have
those are
5
really
of them.
collectible, man. Those are expensive.
Oh, dude, I was checking prices and I was very surprised. Like, oh my goodness. So yeah.
Yeah, I would love to get my hands on some of those. We'll see if any of the vendors, any of the dealers have them at any of the Wattos are set up at Legends Con. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed. In fact, these are the only Star Wars books nice enough for me to keep on display in my bedroom. So
Hey.
that's right. That's how nice these are. These are Star Wars books for the bedroom. All right. Hey, before we are done tonight, we have got a little game we're going to play. A little bit of speculation, something we've never done here on Legends Look Back. Freddie, we got a brand new Star Wars show hitting the airwaves that all your normie friends are going to try to talk to you about. All
Okay.
those filthy casuals are going to try
Of
to
course.
talk to us about Ahsoka.
Uh-huh.
And you as a Legends fan are going to say, well, did you know
Have you heard?
that in fact that thing that you saw is actually from the stuff that we talk about on my podcast, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Central Time on Tuesday nights now, over on youtube.com/Utini. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go around the horn and speculate. What, if any, Legends references will be in Ahsoka, coming to Disney Plus later this month?
Ooh.
Freddie, lead us off. We already have one thing confirmed, and that is the E-Wings.
Yes, the E-Wings. That's confirmed.
Rick, show the E-Wings.
All right.
Got some
That's my job
We got some images
do.
of the E-Wings. Let's see here. So what can we expect from Ahsoka? Look at that E-Wing
at
right
that.
there. That's an E-Wing.
Beautifully zoomed out in the background.
That is absolutely an E-Wing. There's a Loth cat on that hat. I'm trying to get invested into this, right?
Oh, yeah.
I spent a lot of money on that Hasbro thing. spending my time watching Rebels and all this other stuff, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So getting into it, and seeing the E-wing there, it's just, it's a subtle hint to us, the folks that love Star Wars, and will likely always be here. Got to keep us.
It's from Dark Empire, right?
From,
Isn't that where it originated?
That's where it originated from. Dark Empire, the E-wing.
Nice.
X-wing.
Hey,
get that old X-wing out of here. It's all about the E-wing.
Scooma's got a good comment here, if we can throw it up, that in fact we are getting an E-wing Lego set as well. So might just have to get that to put on. I've got a little ship shelf, Lego ship shelf.
Ooh, you got a
with,
ship shelf?
All the different
ship shelf.
Yeah, that's right. The lettered
Is it
ships.
in
I've got
ship shape.
I got the X-wing and the Y-wing and the U-wing. I need a
my ship shelf is in ship shape.
Put an E-wing up there. Come on, guys. All right, get it together. We know we're going to get the E-wing, so that one's off the table. You can't call it. What, however, is your one piece of speculation of what you think we might just get to see in Ahsoka? And whoever is right, well, they'll win something. I don't know what yet. We'll see what I can find at Legends Con.
This is interesting.
I've got a guess, but you go ahead, Fred, if you got something.
I'd like to see... This is tough. I'm trying to figure out what's going on around this timeline. We've got Thrawn, most likely, right? We've seen the back of his head. Hopefully it's not a teaser of something that's going to end in like 3 episodes. That would be terrible.
No, come on. Thrawn doesn't count. Yeah. You can't take
So
Thrawn.
I'm thinking, what in that era, right? We've got 2 stories. We've got Tom Veach, right? And I'd love to see a vat surrounded by Imperial garb. A vat of liquid with an unknown subject inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Man, so slimy
Like,
and
I don't know what it is,
moist.
but it's slimy.
Maybe moist even, yeah? Huh?
No, Rick, no. Just slimy, not moist.
One episode back, and here
It
we
can't
go.
be both. It can't be both.
All right, people, reset the moist counter.
Hey, let us know in the chat as well. What is your speculation? Skooma Joe gives us a good one here. He wonders if Card will be in it, but is going to guess that we'll see a Nogri in it. That is a great guess. I love that.
On a similar note, I'll say an Asilamari.
Ooh, yeah.
Especially with some of Zahn's new Thrawn books with like the Chiss, what do you call it? Their navigators, and
The Skywalkers.
Skywalkers, right? How could I forget? And their connection to the Force, and so like it'd be interesting to see some Asilamari come and break all that up.
No, Rick, that's my guess. Come on.
That's what I said earlier.
Well, it was probably buffering or something,
Okay.
but yeah, the Calamari's my guess. Come on. All right, I got to go back to the drawing board.
How about
really
a
cool.
Great.
A
I feel like-
cloned? Somehow Palpatine has returned again as the clone.
I'd like to see that too. I feel like if we just saw something crawling up as he was talking, right, as simple as that, it would blow Jared apart. I mean,
Yeah.
we'd have to find some super glue because it's gonna have to put them together.
Yeah.
Some phloem. What's like
We're gonna have to use some
90s?
phloem to put them together, guys. Bring me the phloem.
All right, what is my guess since Rick took mine off the board? I actually wrote a speculative piece that should be hitting utini.com later this week of what we might see, and I try to throw some Legends references in there. I'd like to see a Sabayoth character. I just want to see some abs, you know what I'm
I
saying?
want to
I
see
wanna
a
see that robe.
60, 70-year-old man with just the most ripped abs you've ever seen and just a nice beard.
Yeah.
And then they've teased, like, there's this guy and this girl. They've got, like, the orange lightsabers. I can't ever remember their names. Ray Stevenson is the actor for the Rest in Peace.
Rest in peace, yeah.
For one of them. But I don't know that we're going to see... What if, like, cliffhanger, the end of Season 1, is Sabayoth is on Mount Tantus? That'd be cool.
Oh man. What if we got a Mara Jade? Like, do you think that'd ever work?
And that'll do it for the show tonight.
Depends. Only if she inhales some sort of bacteria that the Yuzhong Vong have bioengineered.
Ooh. That's right.
I don't think there is. I can't see it, Rick. I can't see it, man. But it'd be fun to watch what happens to the fandom. It really would be fun in a chaotic kind of way. But and another great guess here in the chat from from somebody. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It is from Jedi Casey Murphy. He says, I predict the Hapes Consortium, which I would love to see that.
Nice.
That'd be great. Just a battle dragon.
He also had a good comment about who would cast for Joris. That's the same guy from Avatar, right? No, don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't breathe.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Well, let us know
So it's
if
like,
you're listening.
That's the casting trump card, you know.
Yeah.
It is always Freddy's. That's what he always does. Or Chris Pratt, one of the two. Well, let us know in the YouTube comments what is your speculation for what Legends references we might see in Ahsoka, as well as if you're listening on audio, jump on over on the platform formerly known as Twitter, and you can still message us there, or, of course, in the Utini Discord. We've got the hashtag Legends Lookback Discord channel. Guys, before we wrap it all up tonight, it's been fun catching up with you, getting back in the swing of things. We're going to be on a Tuesday release for shows for the foreseeable future. Also, check out our sister show, The Cosmic Force, made its grand return recently. Shout out to The Cosmic Force. I'm loving catching up on my comics. I've read like 60 canon comics this summer, trying to catch up. Yeah, it's been a ton of fun. There's some wild stuff happening over there, y'all. Some wild
I enjoy
stuff.
the comics. The canon comics are,
Oh, yeah.
are, I feel like, just my opinion, I feel like canon comics and Legends comics, there's a bit of difference between them, but I get the same enjoyment from the canon comics because there's still some zany things happening here and there. So
Some zany stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And next week, speaking of zany stuff, we're going to have an old-fashioned Utini crossover event where all the shows are talking about Ahsoka. So bring your head tails, your white lightsabers, and you can be not Jedi with the rest of us. A little bit of time travel up in there. It's going to be excellent. Well, that'll do it for this week. Thanks for joining us for Legends Look Back. Thanks to our incredible patrons for your support. We love making the show. We're glad you're along for the ride. A special thank you to Brian Drewley, Earl Q, Carl Sanders, Zach W, Michael Fry, and Raymond Bazinski on our Jedi High Council, as well as Sally and Chris Eilerson, James T, Ashley Ingalls, Colton Fife, and Chris Carrizo on our Alliance High Command for their amazing support. Remember to sub to the channel and leave us a review in your podcast platform of choice. If you want your thoughts read on the show, our contact information can be found in the description, and we're on Twitter, for now, at Legends Lookback. Remember to keep the Utini fan code and be a force for positivity in the fandom. Until next time, may the force be with you.
This is a Utini broadcast.